January is for quitters, Wes. Do you want to know why January is for quitters? Only 9% of people are successful with the New Year's resolution they start out at the end of the year. So by the end of 2026, statistics show that only 9% of people will follow through. And when we're talking January stats, 23% of people quit in the first week of January. Can you believe that?
That's a lot.
And by the end of January, which is where we're at right now, can you believe it? 43% of people have given up by the end. Why do you think people give up on their fitness goals? Let's keep it fitness goals, but actually let's go a bit broader. Fitness and business. Like, why do you think people give up on their fitness and their business goals by the end of January?
Well, there's so many variables, right? But I think if I were to put it down into one thing, it's because usually the things that we're trying to achieve is actually pretty hard. It's pretty hard.
I think we've mitigated the chances of people quitting through our program with the fuck with the lights on, taking a sustainable approach. I think a lot of people get really excited and go way too hard too early, or just take on a way of trying to achieve their goals that's just unrealistic.
Yeah, for sure. It is the approach. How realistic is the approach? But then it's also the expectations that people hold around whatever it is that they're trying to achieve. And maybe what I've found is a lot of people don't realize just how much effort and how long something might actually take in order to get there. And so they're in for a rude shock when they realize, oh shit, this is actually going to take a lot longer than I thought.
And the effort, right? Because people see what they want as an end goal. You know, for example, you see a Lambo driving down the street. You don't know what it takes to get there. Chances are they haven't won that. Like, they may have. They may have won it, but chances are they've had to work and had hundreds, if not thousands of failures. Do you know what I mean? To get to that end goal. So I think a lot of people are just unaware of the amount of effort it takes to attain. But then, like I said, people are just unrealistic about the way they go about it. Like, I want to lose 20 kilos, 44 pounds. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go on the carnivore, and I can't go out to dinner with my friends, and I've got to skip this function, and I can't, go on any work holidays and all this sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I just need to be able to be carnivore and I can't eat carbs, and that's just setting yourself up for failure.
Absolutely. You know what? And I feel like the more restrictions you place onto yourself, obviously that's what creates the difficulty. And more times, what I've found anyways, it's about, obviously there's a system in place that we need to approach, and this is the same for fitness or business or whatever goal you want to achieve. There's usually a blueprint that will get you there. But what I've found for myself anyways is it becomes less about restriction, right? And actually becomes more about addition. So instead of looking at all of the bad things that I need to get rid of, I think about what are all the good things that I need to implement. And sometimes that little tweak in approach can be the thing that makes it sustainable as well.
Because it obviously takes a system as well, right? Like, you need system and you need accountability. Well, a lot of people do need accountability, and you need the right blueprint to be able to get you there. Because when we're trying to achieve a goal, we're trying to break old habits. And as human beings, we like to do the same shit. And that's why it's important to become as aware of the subconscious mind as I think you can be. Being aware of your subconscious mind is a superpower, I believe, right? I'll catch myself sometimes. And if I got to go to point A to point B consistently, like, just say when I used to have to drive to a location to go to work, I'd be like, I'm just taking the same route to work all the time. Am I doing this because it's the quickest, or am I doing it because it's the most comfortable? I am parking in the same car park when I get to the gym every day. Why am I doing this? And those types of things correlate into every aspect of your life. we do things on autopilot, and it's hard to break because we are creatures of habit.
Absolutely. And it's so easy to just, as you said, just not even think about it.
Give into it. Exactly. Or not even think. Just do it. Just like fucking do it without even thinking. Like that's what most people do. And if you can, step back, look up and out rather than down and in, and really be conscious of your subconscious mind, I think that is a superpower.
Do you know what I love? So the thing that I love about Fuck With the Lights On Challenge and what we get our clients to do, obviously we create a lot of awareness because the way that we deliver, the coaching and the education is learn these things and then apply it to yourself. And then as our clients are starting to apply these things to themselves, obviously there's the tracking of the food. They start to realize, oh shit, I've been eating this one food for so long and I didn't realize just how many calories it had. I always thought it was healthy because the packet said it, right? So that's one. But also, around steps and like overall expenditure. When we say, okay, this is your step target, you should probably try and hit this now. They go, oh shit, I didn't realize I was only getting 2,000 steps on average per day. That's crazy. And it's not until you're given an opportunity to actually self-reflect, figure out where you currently sit relative to where you should probably sit is, that's where the magic happens, I reckon.
I agree. And being honest with yourself as well when in those situations, like the amount of people that tell themselves lies. If you're listening to this and you ever use my calorie calculator, be honest with your daily activity. So many people, it's over 80% of people that overestimate their activity levels because they like to think in their head that they're more active because that makes them feel better. If they tell themselves that they're more active than what they are, and then they come back and be like, oh, I'm following the calories, but I'm not losing weight. Well, that's because you think that you're more active than what you are. It's okay to be honest with yourself. It is hard to be honest with yourself. But if you haven't got the data there to say, yes, I've been currently doing 10, 12,000 steps a day, and you just think you are because you're tired at the end of the day, that's not a good enough reason to say that you're doing 10 or 12,000 steps. That's you telling yourself a fucking lie to make yourself feel better. So it's important to have these self-check-ins and these assessments. Like after every challenge launch, when we're to talk business, we always sit down as a team and do an after-action review. And we sit down and discuss together what went right, what went wrong, and what can we do better next time. And we do that frequently in our coaching with Fuck With the Lights On as well. We're always striving to improve, and we're always looking out for these little grooves that you find yourself in and these little patches of comfort. You got to, if you stay stagnant, you'll grow moss over time. So, like running water is always the best drinking water. Do you know what I mean? Like if you go to a lake and it's dead still for a period of time, a lot of the time it gets algae in there and it becomes unsafe to drink. Well, think of yourself like if you're a mountain running stream and you're constantly on the move and you're constantly trying to adapt, you taste better, Wes. You taste better. You're drinkable. But if you're stagnant, you get all the livestock piss and shit in you and you get all the algae and you start to become unsafe. So think of your life like a stream or a lake. What are you? You like that one? Are you constantly on the move, staying fresh, or are you getting stuck in those little habits, telling yourself these little lies, and you're just filling up with piss and shit from all the livestock over time, and you become unsafe to drink? That's a good analogy.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you've been shearing some sheep or something.
I've been watching Bear Grylls, mate, Man vs. Wild, for many years, mate, for many years.
I like that one. And look, sometimes it just comes down to how many opportunities are you giving yourself to actually sit down and I know for a fact that because obviously inside of Fuck With the Lights On, we get everyone to check in every week, right? And that is like reflection time. It's well, how did I go this week? What did I do really well, and what are some things that I can improve on? And having that in place on a weekly basis. Usually, I'm gonna estimate here, and obviously this doesn't account for every person on this planet, but usually a weekly reflection isn't even on the cards. It's not even on the table.
No, we should be doing, we should be doing this shit within everything in our lives: relationships, fitness, business.
Agreed. Absolutely. Every single call we do inside of Fuck With the Lights On, after every single call, we do a reflection. How can we improve the call? How can we make it run smoother? What kind of things can we talk about, et cetera, et cetera? And so if you apply that same thing, like you said, to every area of your life, man, you get good real quick.
And that all comes down to pushing the ego aside as well. If anyone hasn't yet read the book Ego is the Enemy, I would highly recommend that. I did like that as a book. You can always learn off other people. Do you know what I mean? Like, always learning. I'm learning every single day. Even though I've got 1.7 million as it stands doing this podcast on Instagram, I'm still open to learning from others. Always. Never think you are at the top, because there is always someone out there that's doing just that little bit better. And even if they're not doing better, sometimes you can learn what not to do from what they're doing. Do you know what I mean?
What's that saying? The moment you stop learning is the moment you stop growing, or something like that? I don't know.
100%. There's a line in Pumping Iron. If anyone's seen the Arnold Schwarzenegger old film, if anyone's old bodybuilding fan, you'll know about it, Pumping Iron. That's when Lou Ferrigno and Arnold Schwarzenegger are in the lead up to the Olympia. And Lou's got a message for Arnold, and they're sitting down on the beach, and one of Lou's mates says it to Arnold. He says, what is it, like, the wolf at the top of the hill is never as hungry as the wolf climbing the hill. And then Arnold says, well, that may be true, but when he wants the food, it's there.
Oh, he's such a mad dog.
But do you know what I mean? That's kind of like the opposite of what I just said. That is becoming cocky. But I think a lot of these people sound cocky, but they get to a stage because they are, constantly learning from others. And a lot of the time they like to portray that that's who they are, but they are constantly learning and adapting as they go.
I feel like the most, this is just observation, and I could be completely wrong here, but I feel like the most successful people are typically the most critical of themselves. It's this like constant loop of trying to improve because they just don't feel like they're good enough. And I feel like in some way or shape or form, you have to have that self-criticism of yourself and not believe you're as good as you might be. Does that make sense?
100%. And I think we see that in people very much so who have had to really struggle and work to get to where they've got. I've seen people in the past, they grow quickly or they hit a lucky break early. And, that's good. Like, if you can have that mentality and you can keep it going, but there's something about the struggle and the grind that gets you through when you get to the top or once you start to hit success. Because you've had to work so hard to get it, so you know how much effort has gone into attain it. And then once you're there, well, I've been working this hard to get here. I'm just going to continue to keep showing up every single fucking day. But for those who get it easy or those that get it quickly, they haven't got that much of an understanding, so they take the foot off the gas. It's a little bit like people that win the lottery, right? A lot of the people that win the lottery, they don't know how to manage money, so they become broke really quickly. Start doing stupid shit like buying cocaine and strippers and hookers and all that sort of stuff because they don't know how to manage money, and then they're just wasting it, and then they're back to where they started because they haven't had the grind to earn it and to learn what it takes to be able to manage and accumulate.
Yeah, the lessons that come along. It's the lessons from the journey that obviously build you into the person that you are becoming. And
that's hard to see in the moment too. Like when you're going through all the failures, you're like, fuck me, all I want to do is quit.
Oh, majorly. Majorly. But it makes you it makes you appreciate it as well, You can appreciate it more.
What was the
I've
question
got-
that you're going to ask me? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've got a question. It kind of comes off the back end of the reflections, right? But this is more of a macro scale. So taking a step back, rather than looking at the micro, the daily, the weeklies, I want to ask you, Matt, last year, what did you do that you felt or that you feel like you can improve on this year? So what did you do last year that you feel like you can improve on this year?
Yeah. So last year was the year that my bamboo tree finally bursted out of the ground. I'd spent 7 years posting consistently on social media. And at the start of last year, I was at 130K. And I think I finished at 1.5 million on Instagram. So it was a good year last year. So this all comes back to what we were saying. Like, just because it was a good year and we had some wins, there's still some definite things that you can improve on. And I suppose times are changing a little bit. I'm still working just as hard as I ever have. I haven't taken the foot off the gas one bit, honestly. And that's a part of me that, that's just who I've always been. And I want to really capitalize and help change as many people's lives as humanly possible. And I feel like with this newfound growth, I'm really in a position now where I can capitalize, and I'm like, fuck yeah, finally, all of this hard work of trying to get my message out there, of trying to grow my brand, is finally here. And now's the time to put the foot down even harder. But what can I change? Well, the things that I do need to change is try not to lose myself in the process. I am not good at taking time for myself, at celebrating the wins, because I'm always on to the next thing. I'm always trying to improve, and debatably that mentality has got me to where I am. But at the same time, I understand how important it is to celebrate those wins and to take a step back, look up and out, and appreciate where I've got to, and to appreciate the people around me, and just to appreciate waking up healthy and happy every single day and having those around me in the same position. And that's kind of one of the big reasons that we got into business, Wes, because you are a gentleman that has the ability to be able to do that. You are very much value based when it comes to time, and that's something that I really respect about you. I understand that time is our most precious commodity. So that's something that I want to improve on this year, is taking more time for myself and not feeling guilty about it. That's something that I've always felt. And I think running your own business, if anyone's a business owner that's listening to this, you know the feeling, man. Oh my God. Like, if you really want to make something, you're just constantly on. There's no days off. And that's what it's been like for me for many years. But we're putting the systems in place, and we're building something that is allowing me to be able to have some time that I've deserved, all whilst having a huge impact and changing lives every single day. So it's time for me to step back and stop feeling so freaking guilty for taking time for myself, and really trying to appreciate what I've built, and taking more me time. What about you?
For me, well, I just want to touch on what you mentioned, man. Like, I feel like what you're about to go through, finding this time for yourself, creating more space, a little bit more freedom, a little bit more downtime. That was me that was me last year. That's what I was creating for myself. And after being, and it's funny, kind of circling back to the habits, right? This is your habit. Your habit is work, non-stop. And it's probably why you feel a sense of guilt. It's kind of like when you get so into the gym and missing a day, it's like, it feels like the worst thing ever. You feel guilty.
Yeah.
I don't feel right. And so that's probably what you're going to be going through. And that is going to be a thing that you need to learn to be okay with, right? And it's going to feel uncomfortable when you first start experiencing downtime and freedom. And that's where that guilt will start to settle in. And all I'm saying is it took me about 4 months of practice to being okay with being okay with being a little bit bored was like the biggest thing for me. Because I feel like we're quite similar, like always on, mental. And I feel like that there is like the hardest thing, because when you're sitting there doing nothing, you're like, fuck, I should be doing something with my time right now. Before I give you my answer to this question, I want to ask you another, if that's all right.
Go for it.
What have you done so far to inch you closer towards this, if anything at all?
I have delegated roles. I've delegated tasks within my business to be able to allow me to have a break. So for many years, I did everything inside my business, but now we have a strong team that helps us out with systems and processes on the back end, admin tasks, like those kind of monotonous tasks, like having VAs and stuff on the back end that can do these tasks that don't require my personalized services. That has been a big game changer for me, and I need to do that even more so. Like, if I'm to be honest, like, I still edit all my videos, and that takes me hours. Guys, for anyone listening to this, one fuck or suck video takes me around 3.5 to 4 hours, depending on what it is, to shoot, to clean up, to edit, to caption, all that sort of stuff. Or the whole process. You see a less than a 2-minute reel, that takes me 3.5 to 4 hours to pump. So I need to, on top of everything else that I'm doing, of running the Fuck with the Lights On challenge and being a big part there, I need to outsource and help with editing. Obviously, always needs to be me in the videos. But I need to, delegate a little bit more on a few more tasks now that I'm in a position to be able to do that.
Good shit. Man, what did I do last year that I feel like I can improve on? So much, man. Honestly, for me, I think I may have swung too far in the other end, in the other way, right? So I was always working, and then I used 2025 to kind of bring myself out, give myself more space and more freedom, but I think I swung too far. So I think I need to bring myself back into a nice balance of efficient, productive work. And I'm not saying that I'm not efficient or productive, but I think I can be more. I can always be better. So I think there's that. But then there's an element of letting go of my own fitness as well. When we're in the midst of building, launching businesses, helping clients, client delivery, all of this kind of stuff, something that can very easily slip for me, and I feel like a lot of people can resonate to this, is like my nutritional adherence. That slips for me. And I know I'm a coach and I know I'm supposed to be perfect, but the truth is I'm not. I'm not fucking perfect. And I feel like maybe that's why I can resonate so well to the clients that we have, because I understand. I'm like, you guys are struggling? Well, fucking me too. So I really want to bring that back. I want to improve on that. I want to be in the best shape of my life for this year. I'm almost 30. I'm turning 34 in 5 days. And I want to fucking be the strongest, fittest version of myself possible while, doing all the stuff that we're doing.
100%. And what measures are you taking in place to do this?
Oh, we got.
Hang on. You're slowly forming into a hybrid rock star. Is that correct?
Yeah. So, hybrid rock star first and foremost. I want to do a High Rocks comp. I did. High Rocks is so insanely intense, man. I need you to get on with it with me.
Get on with you, or I don't know what you guys do over there at High Rocks.
After the High Rocks comp is finished,
Now, look, I've got nothing against High Rocks. I actually think it's really great, especially for people who have got niggles and injuries or who aren't quite as advanced in their training. But not saying that High Rocks is fucking hard, man. Like, I'm not saying that because it's not difficult. I actually think I'd enjoy it. I honestly think I like it. My heart rate up. My hips are pretty fucked, so there's no way I could do like any sort of Olympic lifts or like a lot of CrossFit movements are me out just because of the bursitis on my hips from, just flogging myself in the gym every single day for the last 15 years or whatever it's been. So I think it could be, get the ticker going, and it could definitely be something that I would consider. Not to say that I'm committing to anything on this podcast, but it could be something that I would consider if the stars aligned and I was to free up more time and all that kind of stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what would be fun, Matt, because they do high rocks competitions all over the world. I reckon what would be sick is if you and I, because you can do partners.
Oh yeah.
You team up. You have a partner and you share the workload. And we could
You're
travel.
talking like mixed doubles of me and you.
Yeah, you and I, and we share the workload. And we travel. We for example, there's one in April in Osaka, Japan. How sick would that be? You just go to Japan, do a high rocks comp, and then spend the next 2 weeks there just on holiday. Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, I could film that as well, and that could definitely be a working holiday for us.
100%.
All right, well, let's not get too far down this rabbit hole. What was the next part of the podcast that we're going to be speaking about? Can you remember that question?
Yeah. So, hidden talents, man.
Oh, hidden talents. I've got a few hidden talents. I'm pretty handy at cracking a stock whip. I can crack 2 stock whips.
Can you?
One stock whip in each hand. Yeah. When you come over in
no shit.
When you come over in March, I'll show you.
So you're a full farmer.
Well, I don't know. I'm a farmer.
You're a cowboy.
I don't want to be a cowboy. Not a cowboy. If anyone's a Seinfeld fan, that's funny when Jerry gets caught on the side of the street with his cowboy boots on and says, "Hey, cowboy, where's your horse?" And he's like, "I'm not a cowboy." I was a sheep shearer. Grew up in the country, so those kind of activities, Yeah, I was a sheep shearer for 6 years, so that's a hidden talent. Like, not many people can shear a sheep in under 2 minutes. That's something that I can do. I can crack stock whips, but probably one of my most famous hidden talents is auctioneering. So I did a brief period of stock and station agent, so basically buying and selling sheep and cattle. And I did around 3 auctioneering schools. So,
really?
Yeah. Not I didn't become like a full auctioneer, but I can definitely sell, 100%.
Oh, shit. I can kind of hear it, actually. You want to give us a little
demo?
Right,
ladies and gentlemen, I'm Matt West on behalf of Road to Aesthetics under the usual terms and conditions. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, got this can of White Monster here for you today. Hey, right for that White Monster there. I thought it might make, $10? Where's 10 to go? At a bid 8, well, that's a bid $8, at a bid 8 got. At a bid 8 bid, at a bid $9, at a bid 9 got, at a bid 9 bid. At a bid $9 of money. At a bid $9, 10. At a bid 10, 11, 12. At a bid 12 got, at a bid 12 bid, at a bid once, twice. Third and final call, all done at $12. Sold.
Wow.
Thank you, buyers. Thank you, vendors. That's our lot.
That's impressive.
Yeah, man. So we did, I'm a bit rusty. I haven't actually done that for years, bro.
That's impressive, bro. You got to bring that into your content.
Well, if you guys listen to my content, I call upon that. Like, a lot of people say, you speak so quick. Like, obviously it's edited and cut up, but these little things have helped me along the way, 100%. And yeah, fucking auctioneering was something that to be able to get the words out, because when you're doing voiceover reels and things like that, it is hard to get your words out, especially if you're trying to articulate them in a way.
That's awesome. That's really impressive.
What's your hidden talents?
Shit. Honestly, I'm going to be a bit boring. I don't think I have any hidden talents. I can solve a Rubik's Cube in under a minute.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, I can solve a Rubik's Cube in under a minute.
All right. For anyone listening to this, so Wes and I are having a catch up here on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland early March. And we're going away to celebrate a few days. I'm going to take a Rubik's Cube and I'm going to film you.
Let's do it.
Do this. In what, under 1 minute?
Yeah, I reckon I can. I haven't played with it for a while, but yeah, I reckon I can still get it under a minute.
All right, we'll time it. I had to do auctioneering without doing it for years, so you can't practice either.
All right, I won't practice.
All right, and we'll put the timer on. See how quick those hands can move, mate.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's impressive, bro. That's a party trick and a half right there.
It is a party trick. I pulled it out a few times at a few parties, and it felt good.
Yeah. I do like a good party trick, man. I love card tricks too, hey? Like they've always...
I've actually been trying to learn some coin tricks.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
horrible at it.
I do like magic, bro.
Yeah, I love
You ever
magic.
seen you guys probably would have seen it as well, the card tricks where they're like telling a story with the deck. Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, they put it down and they're telling the story and they've like fully shuffled the cards, but then they're putting the cards down and they're telling like a full story. And as each card goes down, it's like, he met a guy named Jack, and then they put a Jack down, and then like he found his queen and all that sort of stuff. It's
That's
freaking
cool.
crazy. I love that shit, bro. I'd love to learn that, but that takes time, bro. I mean, like
What
anything,
I
it
love
takes time.
about magicians is obviously it's the magic, but what intrigues me the most and what I can appreciate the most is their performance, their showmanship. That's what I love. I love watching magicians for their showmanship because they don't, and a lot of people don't realize this, but it's not just the tricks themselves that they have to master, but they also have to master the way that they speak and the way that they, move their body. Like it's the whole thing. And it gives me goosebumps thinking about it. They're so good, so talented.
So much more to it than just a card trick. It's an illusion, and the way, even their body language and the speed of their speech and what they're doing with their hand.
The way they captivate your attention to look somewhere where they direct your attention, they direct your eyes. I love it. I fucking love it.
Yeah. Who's your favorite magician? David Blaine.
I don't think I have a favorite. The reason why I brought up this is because there's a Jin Jun Vang. Oh fuck.
Jin Jung Vang. Yeah, I know Jin Jung Vang. Jungie.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's a communication coach.
Right.
Or Vin Jung, that's his name.
Not the guy
on
I'm thinking of,
Instagram,
yeah.
right? He's huge, right? But I actually purchased his communication course, and it was the most fantastic course that I've ever, except for Fuck With the Lights On challenge. It was the best course I've ever been a part of because he was a magician and turned communication coach, and he's a communication coach for very high up entrepreneurs. And he teaches communication through storytelling, through magic. It's fucking unreal.
And that's the thing, bro. It keeps you engaged, right?
Oh, so much.
Imagine if you could, I actually kind of am interested in wanting to do that course, because like if you can captivate, like I feel like when you go to seminars and workshops and things like that, they're just fucking boring, bro. Like
Boring.
get up and show me some fucking magic.
Yeah.
Tell me a story through a card trick. Like teach me how to sell through a card trick. Do you know what I mean? Like keep me engaged, because that's what really sticks in your brain, Like 100%. There's nothing worse than being at a freaking seminar or a bloody workshop for your work or whatever, and you just got some boring person up in a suit going over a freaking PowerPoint, bro. I'm just like, where's the nearest brick wall I can slam my head up against? Like,
Absolutely.
get amongst it, mate. Pop out, do a cartwheel or something.
Like, and if you think back to when you were in school, you had those teachers that were just like extra good at being teachers. They kept you engaged, and even if it was a boring subject. I remember I used to have this science teacher. He was fantastic, and he was talking about the most boring shit, but I learned and I remembered so much of it because he actually kept me engaged.
One of my favorite quotes is, people will never remember what you say, but they will remember how they make you feel. And that can be done through what you say, but how someone makes you feel, you will always remember it. So if you're listening to this right now, think about someone you haven't thought about in a while, and what was it that they said? I bet you what they said made you feel something. So when you can keep it engaging through, like you just said, that example there with the teacher, or whether you can do that through a magic trick or anything, you've got to be entertaining, you've got to be engaging.
Well, I think that's why your content goes so well. And I'll be honest, I watch all of your videos.
I appreciate it, mate.
And every fucking video, I find myself at the end, I'm just laughing to myself. You know,
Yeah, well, that's what you want, right?
that's what you want. And it's funny because I know you personally, and in your videos, you just act so silly, right? And I think it's really good. I think that's why a lot of people, obviously, there's a lot of fucking people following you. But I think that's a lot, you know, it's very similar to your dad.
Yeah, we are. The apple didn't fall far from the tree there, mate. So I appreciate the old man, and that's, you know, that's a big part of where it's come from. Just having that growing up with, we've always been like that. Like that's just been our lives, always joking around and seeing the sunny side of life where you can.
No, it's
Very
refreshing. You know, when
Yeah.
in a world where everything's most of the time so fucking serious, it's nice to be able to open, you know, Instagram and be like, oh, someone's taken life not as serious.
Yeah,
And it's
and not
refreshing.
not everyone's gonna like that, but fucking, you know, I was telling my clients today. Oh, actually, I won't say that. All right, I'm gonna say it because I don't want to hold secrets.
Yeah,
I
say
don't
it.
hold secrets. If you're watching this, guys, I do some things to get reactions from people on purpose. I'm not an idiot. Like I said, my reels take around 4.5 hours to put together. Every microsecond of my reels has purpose. Sometimes I make mistakes. I'm human, but not very often I make mistakes on my reels. Who's ringing?
Sorry, that was Ethan. Fucking Ethan.
Fucking Ethan.
Ethan.
Ethan's on our team, by the way, guys. He is our V. Well, he's not a VA. He runs a lot of different types of things in the back end of our business, but he's calling, and we always say "fucking Ethan" as a joke. Where was I going with that? Before fucking Ethan interrupted us.
Fucking Ethan.
Where was I going with that?
You're not an idiot.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Okay, yes. I got it. So there's certain things that I do to purposely get a reaction out of people, right? One of the big things that I did before the Fuck or Suck series is I was pronouncing tortilla on purpose, right? It's like I say bon appetit. I'm purposely saying that. I mean, that's pretty obvious. Most people know, but not everyone knew about the tortilla, where it's meant to be tortilla. Everyone was like, it's tortilla, you idiot. Don't you know how to spell it? Don't you know how to pronounce it? This is offensive. And like, I'm doing it to get a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling the guys today, and this is a secret I'm going to tell you, is a lot of the time I purposely don't wash the rice for my videos because people like get so frustrated. And they said that in the call, and Kieran's like, Wes is going to be so pissed off if you don't wash the rice.
It gets under people's nerves, man.
It's
You're
under
doing it
people's
wrong.
nerves, mate. So sometimes I'll do this stuff to purposely get a reaction out of people. I'm like, I just say to them, like, call the police. What are you going to do about it? Like, I'll do that shit. I'll mispronounce things. I'll not wash the rice to purposely get a reaction. There's certain things that I do just to stir people up. But that's kind of like, you know, I find that a little bit funny. And other people find that funny. Some people get annoyed, but it is what it is. Like, don't take life
Tricks of
so
the trade.
seriously, right?
Don't take life so seriously.
What other hidden talents apart from the Rubik's Cube?
I think that's it, man. I mean, I can
Trick pony,
actually,
He's a one-trick
make-
pony, ladies and gentlemen.
I can make a water drop sound with my mouth.
I'm
You
going to
ready?
mute Mike. Yep.
Wait. Was that it? Did you hear it? Did you hear it?
Not bad. Let me give it a go.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not quite as good as you. Anyway, let's get into some Ask the Internet questions, guys. I have 4 cards.
Let's
This isn't
go.
a magic trick. This isn't a magic trick.
I need to get some of these cards so I can ask you first.
Yeah, I know, right? We might have to exchange some of them when you come over in
All
March.
right, done.
We should do a live podcast. Oh, actually, maybe we could do a live
Maybe we could.
podcast.
We'll see.
All right. These are cool questions. We ask these questions at the end of every podcast. Would you rather always have hiccups or always have a headache? Oh my God.
Oh,
Bro. By the way, guys, I've got the here, this is one thing. So don't respond to me with this. anyone that's listening to this, I have the thing that stops the hiccups 100% of the time. I'm aware that there's probably other ways, but the way that I'm about to say that stops the hiccups works 100% of the time. 100% of the time.
What's yours?
I have trialed this on, this is being realistic, over the last 10 years, at least 50 people. And I have not had it fail once. I understand there is other ways, possibly, but I debate whether they would be as successful as this, because this is 100% hit rate.
I've got one as well that is 100% for me, and I'm curious to know if this is the
I'm sure
same.
there's others out there. Look, and if there is others out there, fantastic. But what I'm saying, and you can share yours, you will need a glass of water. It has to be somewhat of a large glass. I would say 400 to 500 mil at least. It requires 2 people. It does require 2 people. So if this happens when you're by yourself, you can be in a little bit of mischief. But what you need to do is the opposite person needs to hold the glass, and you need to drink from the glass consistently, slowly, and drink the whole thing without taking a break. And if the other person tips it up and you've got to continuously drink the glass of water until you get to the end, it will work 100% of the time. And if you want some reassurance that it's going to work, whilst you're drinking the glass of water from the opposite person's hand, if you just think of a word, any word, and spell it backwards as that's happening, I guarantee that it will work. It has never failed me, never, not once. And I have had some pretty severe hiccups, and I've helped some people with some pretty severe hiccups in my time.
Man, that sounds like a lot of effort, eh?
No, it's not actually a lot of effort. As long as you've got another person, I just like to explain it in detail. It's a very quick process, mate. It probably takes less than 30 seconds, if I'm to be honest. So, what's yours?
I just breathe in as deep as I possibly can.
It's gonna work, mate.
And then I hold that for as long as I possibly can, and then exhale, and then it's gone.
No, that just is not. That is not as successful as this. I know there's people probably itching to tell me their way right now. They're listening to this and they can't. They're probably screaming at their phone or radio saying, "You've got to do this. You've got to do that." Trust me, this works 100% of the time. Yeah, the deep breaths. I mean, that's what I do. If I'm in a spot where I'm by myself, I try that, but it's sometimes just doesn't work, or it can't be quick. This drinking of the water, bro, I swear to God, that'll change your life. Anyway, the question is, would you rather always hiccups or always a headache? Let's say you can't get rid of the hiccups and you can't get rid of the headache. That's the scenario we're in right here.
I would 100% go with the headache.
Fuck, would you?
Yeah, because I want to be able to function, or I want to be able to appear like I can function.
How bad's the headache? On a scale of 1 to 10, let's say the headache's at a 7.
Oof, that's pretty bad.
Oh, bro.
Okay, well, how bad are the hiccups? Scale of 1 to 10, 7 as well.
You're hiccuping once every 10 seconds. Oh, 6 times a minute, bro.
Yeah, no, headache, 100%.
Oh.
Imagine trying to, you wouldn't be able to record your videos, you wouldn't be able to, no.
Talk about being stuck in between a rock and a hard place, mate. Jesus.
What would you choose?
Oh, my God. Well, probably the headache, I reckon, because you're doing that all the time, bro. Yeah. How annoying for other people as well.
That's annoying.
Oh, that's bad situation. But anyway, we're probably going to go with the headache, I reckon. Would you rather have flamingo legs or T-Rex arms? Some might say I've already got flamingo legs. You know, for the first 6 years of my training, people always used to pick on my legs. My legs are pretty much in proportion now because I'm tall, 6'2". You know,
train legs?
I fucking bro. I train legs. That's why I've got bursitis on both hips now. I train them like a maniac.
When
2 times a week.
When you first started?
Fucking oath, man. I knew my legs needed work. Yeah, I've always trained legs 2 times a week for the past 15 years, and I have taken myself to hell, bro. Like I've told you, this isn't getting back into a motivational speech, guys, but every single fucking leg session, I was willing to fucking die, man. I swear to God, I was like, I'll lose my life on this gym floor. That was my mentality going into it, man. And then it's like, if someone would ever come to train me, they'd be like, "You're gonna fucking die." No, so I'd be like, "I'm gonna fucking die, or you're gonna lose." Like that's the only 2 things that are happening in this session. That was my mentality, bro.
Have you calmed down now?
Well, I've had to because I'm fucking got bursitis on both hips. I'm forced, mate. Yeah, I'm an old man now, mate. But I got some half decent legs out of it. I wouldn't say great, but yeah, I'm confident people wouldn't call me a flamingo. But all the hate used to drive me, bro, when people would say, "Oh, you got skinny legs." Some people still say it if I'm wearing like long shorts because you're tall. Like you give in the camera angle, sometimes it can give the illusion that you haven't got legs. But I don't know, bro. Like I think I would rather flamingo legs than T-Rex arms because short arms,
You can't cover that shit.
you couldn't pick up any. Like you couldn't imagine that.
Whereas flamingo legs, you can just live in pants.
At least you can still run. You can still fucking.
I remember I had a client that had abnormally short arms. He was a competitive athlete. And
Like a proper deformity or like a.
short enough for me to think it, right? I don't know if it was an actual proper deformity, but man, it was just such an unusual sight. And I don't think I would choose that. I don't think I'd choose that.
It'd be hard with short arms, bro. It's almost like just, yeah, it would be difficult. I think the flamingo legs, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agree.
2 more questions. Would you rather take on a mama lion with a dagger or a pack of 8 wolves with just 8 bullets in a gun? Holy fuck. My mind tells me that I would immediately go for the gun because
I'd
I
go
do
for the
back
gun.
myself as a shot. What is it? As a what sort of gun are we talking? I mean, if I had a rifle that was sighted in, fuck though. Those depends how far the wolves are away. Are they right there?
I'm picturing in this question, you've got a handgun with 8 bullets and there's a pack of 8 wolves right in front of you. That's what I'm picturing. And if there was that scenario, I would choose that scenario because I feel like just even letting off the gunshots, it would probably scare off a few. Even if you don't have enough bullets, if you can take out most of them, then you've still got a higher chance, in my opinion, taking on a couple of wolves than one lion.
Mama lion with a dagger. Fuck, it's a deep one to think, bro. Like I've only shot a handgun a few times. I'm much more capable shooting with a rifle or a shotgun. If it was a shotgun, pump action, and we had 8 in the chamber, I think
I've never shot a shotgun before.
we should go shooting when you come down.
I'd love to.
Take you out. But if it was a shotgun, I'll 100% back myself with a gun. I don't know, bro. You got to think about this. I probably would still go the gun. If it was a handgun, you could try shoot as many as you could. And like I said, some might run away. But taking on a lion with a dagger, bro, that's hectic. Like, I don't think so, man. And not unless you're equipped in martial arts with fucking a weapon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never used a gun, but I feel like it's more straightforward. Shoot, point, shoot. Whereas a dagger,
That can
Yeah.
go wrong really
just-
quickly.
it's so quick. You're getting too close, man.
Yeah. All right, we're both going for the gun. Save the best till last. Would you rather be blind or dickless? Bro, just close your eyes and think about that for a second.
Yeah, I'd go blind. I'd actually like to ask a blind person this. If you
That's
are
like when
blind
we had
listening-
Rob Jones on the pod last time. Well, there was a question about not having your legs, and he was like, "Yeah, no, fuck the legs off."
Yeah. But I'd love to hear from a blind person. If there is a blind person listening by any chance, let us know what you would choose. Like, would you choose eyesight and sacrifice your penis to see again?
That's interesting.
Because
hey?
we can only speak from how we feel now, but we've never lived without eyesight, so who knows?
Bro, I'm thinking about chopping my dick off, eh? But I don't know, like, oh, man, these questions are getting me today. I'll need to take a breather, man. Because, bro, like, I feel for anyone who might be blind or who is blind, you know? Like, You see a lot of things that you experience in life are through sight. You know, it's one of your main senses. Imagine never being able to see your beautiful AJ again, mate.
Imagine never being able to
Have sex. Oh,
Yeah, I'd probably I'd go blind. I'm sorry.
you would.
I would.
I want to know, guys. Let us know what you would do. I'm fucking really torn on this one. I feel like I'm putting like so much thought into these answers. I mean, that's what you should be doing.
I would love to hear.
You've given away your sight on just the flip of a bloody coin there, mate. You just straight away lose the sight. Take it away from me, he says.
Yeah, honestly, I'd love to hear what other people, to this question specifically. Obviously, the females listening can't answer this or might not be able to. You might be able to.
Well, yeah, we could just say for the females, you lose your vagina, and
you lose.
You can't like have sex or anything like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing with like that question in particular for men though, is like a lot of men. Obviously, it's your manhood. Like if you haven't got a dick, who are you?
Even if it's not much of a dick, you still got a dick.
But yeah, losing your sight would be rough, man. Anyway, what am I locking in? Fucking gun to the head. What have I got to do? Come on. Oh, I don't know, bro. Oh my God. I might go dickless, I think. I don't know. Oh.
Interesting. Is that your final choice?
I'm going to have to phone a friend.
Who you calling? Cara.
Sweetheart. You want me to lose my dick or my sight? That'd be interesting one for her.
Oh, that'd be an interesting question to ask your partner.
100%. That's what I was thinking.
For me to lose my eyesight or
I'd be insulted either way, bro. Obviously, if you want me to lose my dick, that means that I'm not that great in bed. What are you trying to say? Just go down a big rabbit hole.
I'm going to ask AJ. Going to have to ask her.
Just like out of the blue, like when you're trying to go to sleep. Babe, serious question.
Yeah.
Would you rather me be blind or lose my dick? Oh, your dick for sure. You'd be so insulted, bro. You'd be like, what do you fucking mean?
And then she'd try and cover up. Oh, well, I don't want you to lose your eyesight.
Yeah, what about all the things we experienced together? She tries to like hug you to go to sleep and you're like, get away from me. Don't touch me. Shit. Yeah, I might lock in dickless. I don't know, bro. I just think your whole rest of your life without being able to see.
It's a big,
That's a big question. It's a hard one. Thank God we don't truly have to make it. But I'll be interested to know what other people would choose. Anyway, we said this podcast was only going to go for half an hour. We're now at 55 minutes. So I think this is a good time to wrap it up. We have some exciting guests on the way. We're trying to get a podcast out every 2 weeks for you guys. So we will uphold that end of the deal as best we can. But we do appreciate everyone that is listening and everyone that shares the podcast. If you do listen, make sure if you're in a position you can give it a share. Tell someone about it. Tell someone at your workplace. Tell someone in your family to give it a listen. Share it on social media or just message us and let us know what you think and if you're enjoying. We have got some exciting guests lined up, so we're very excited to share those with you. But guys, that is pretty much it from us. Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we cannot wait to see you on episode 5 of the Fuck or Suck podcast.